Alright, a quick nighttime vlog. Let me just set off and I'll begin the vlog. God, my helmet's steaming up. I've just bought this FZ6 it's a 2006 model, and we're going to do, I think we may do a little project with it. I'm really cold, it's freezing, the temperature's dropped dramatically. So we've got this bike, yeah, 13,000 miles, well 13.5. I'm just following my wife, she's nice and warm in the car. This is the first sit-up bike I have ever owned, and I've always wanted to try a little sit-up bike and see what it's all about, because I'm a super biker, a motocrosser, as we know. Oh, I'm going to have some bumps in this. My helmet's really steaming up, it shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to have to flick my visor up a little bit. Sounds like it's a really fun bike, this. I'm going to give it some beans when I get out of the city. Alright, so the lad I've bought this off has just passed his test a year ago, so this is his first bike. And he's off to get himself a Triumph Tiger. He wants something bigger to keep up with all his chums. So I didn't lowball him. It's a nice cheap price for what it is. I'm not one of those who lowballs everybody and tries to offer him 1,500 quid and stuff like that. The price was right, so I took the opportunity. She's going for some fuel, so I'll go follow her into the petrol station and have a little natter. It's a bit weird on these because the clutch situation. It's a 600 and you got to give them some beans to get off the clutch to get going on them. Here we are. Well, it's got a fuel gauge.
It's got a fuel gauge?
It's got a fuel gauge.
Oh! What's it like to ride?
It's a bit different, like, you know. Tell you what, I'm just vlogging. I'm just recording. Yeah. So here it is. What? Well, it might as well, hadn't I, you know. So here it is. It's got a top box on it. I've never had a bike with a top box before. I feel like I'm delivering pizzas, but we'll get that off when we get home. Yeah, it's not bad condition really. You can't see it in the dark. We'll show it better when we get in the garage, but it's got a few scrapes on the well, it's obviously been down the road, but there's no damage to the bike itself, although that might have just done its job. The paint's peeling on the casings, which I'll paint them up. I'm thinking of doing the wheels. I'm going to paint this bike. I'm thinking of doing the wheels in gold, like a bronzy gold with a satin finish, and I'm going to do the tank in pearl white, and I might rip that nose off and give it a cafe racer style nose. Yeah, nice little thing. The R6 engine, it's a tiny little engine. Oh, it's got one of these as well. Makes it handy so I can do some work on it, get all the wheels off. It's a nice little bike to ride around on. My lights on? Yeah. It's very slow. But it seems fun. It's got torque, but I mean the front end feels very loose. I hope it's not loose, but the front end feels like it's got springs in it and no oil. I don't know if that's the forks are just not serviced or what, or if that's just where they are on these bikes. Oh, I'm in top gear, whichever gear that is, and I feel like I need another gear. What gear am I in? Does it tell me on here? No? I love the fuel gauge. Why don't all bikes have a fuel gauge? I am so cold. It's freezing, it's getting colder. I wish I were on my Aprilia. Well, I don't really want to go out at night, but if we're on my Aprilia, I'll be getting a nice warm breeze right through my nuts. Someone cutting my wife up there. Got lots of torque for a, I mean engine brake, it's got quite a lot of engine brake for a little 600. It's almost got like V-twin style engine braking, and the brakes work as well, which is a bonus. I feel like I want some nice warm soup with a loaf of bread when I get home. Oh. Well, I feel like I can go touring on this. It's that position, isn't it? Well, it's a loud one. I think if it was like a 700 or something, or a, well, not 1,000, but if it was like a 750 or something, it'd be quite a fun thing to ride. But it's fun enough, but it's just it's a 600. You can tell it's 600. I'm not a 600 fan. It makes a lot of noise, but doesn't have a lot of go in it. So we're driving through Sheffield. I bought this bike from Sheffield. In fact, I bought in the last month. We have bought. This is the third bike we bought from Sheffield. Third bike. How many more will I buy from Sheffield? My legs are cold. Really, really, really cold. My legs are really cold. But you know what? Despite I'm a little bit cold, I'm actually having fun. Oh, I can smell wood. I smell like wet wood. Or hamster smell. You know that smell you get from like gerbils or hamsters when you're a kid, and it smells like wet sawdust. It's got a whiff of that. Yeah. I don't get hot these inline fours, are there? It sounds well though. I love that little rasp from the exhaust. You probably can't hear it, all I can hear is wind noise and me. That's the thing, when you get fairings on bikes, you can tuck your legs down by the engine and you can divert some heat to yourself, but these naked bikes are just doing nothing. They don't keep you warm at all. I am so cold. My legs are so cold. But I'm having a little bit of fun. I'm out riding, having a little bit of fun in the dark. Oh, I think I might as well talk about the channel. Because we've been on and off this year, and because of COVID, our plans got scuppered last year. We suffered because we had, the car in front there, the Mercedes. We actually bought that to do a Europe tour. We were going to tour Europe in the Porsche originally, but the Porsche got wrote off. It was a biker who crashed into the Porsche and wrote it off. So we were going to do a tour in the Porsche, video it. That obviously got binned, so we got the Mercedes, we went around looking at cars, and we came back with the Mercedes. That's okay. We kind of fall in love with that car a little bit now. It's a very good car, lots of value for the money, it's reliable, it's not give us any trouble, and it's very much a fun car in the summer with the roof down, obviously. We may get rid of it at the end of the year, I don't know yet, get something different, but we're not really a car channel, although we do like muscle cars, we'll still see. So after that, the Euro trip got binned off. We didn't really know what to do, and obviously we are bikers and we're waiting for the summer to come around, and I had my Ducati 1198 and Becky had her Ducati 748, which, to be fair, we didn't get on with them. The 1198 it's a young man's bike, and I've had it 6 years, that bike, and I've done something like 2,000 miles on it. Not much at all. I think it was 14, 15, about 3,000 miles I think I did on it. So it's not much at all, really. And my wife obviously doesn't say. She passed her test, got the 748, which was a pile of crap when we got it, and I worked my magic on it and got it working. Blinged it up, and she rode that. I used to get on with the 748 more than the 1198. It's just that the 748 was stupidly underpowered. The bike was heavy. It's such a heavy bike for what it was, and it was really underpowered. I'd never ever go back to a 748 unless they were tuned to the max. I think my next choice, if I was going to get one of those series of bikes, it'd be a 998 or definitely a 916, but the 916 are they're so out of reach now with price. I could buy probably 8 bikes for the price of one of those. They're well over 10 grand, and I never thought that they'd achieve that. Now I've got my Aprilia, my Miele. That was my second choice of a favourite bike, which I've always wanted. I can remember when they came out. I just love them, and I've just bonded with it so much. It is not the perfect bike. Well, it probably is a perfect bike because a little bit of harsh braking. It probably is the perfect bike because I like it so much on top of everything else. The ZX7 is just a classic looking Japanese kamikaze bike. It's a beast. It could be a little bit faster, but it's quite good for a 750. You don't underestimate them. But the Aprilia is just, you ride that and everything feels perfect. It feels too perfect to ride. The suspension and the engine, it's just everything's where you want it. And with me being, I can smell fish and chips. I can smell fish and chips. I could get fish and chips and put them in my top box. Yeah, everything's where you want it, and because I'm 6'1", there's loads of room for me to lounge around on the bike while I'm bloody riding it. I don't get fatigued on that bike. It's a super bike, and I do not get fatigued. I can ride for hours and hours and hours on end. And when I pull over, I don't get off a bike and go, ugh! My legs, my arms, and nothing like that. I get off that bike, I just feel fresh, like I just got out of an Aston Martin or something, or a Rolls Royce, should I say. And I think Aprilia, when they developed that bike, they specifically said they want to focus on rider fatigue. I read that somewhere, and they didn't want their riders to get fatigued while they were racing, which makes a damn lot of sense, really. It really does make a lot of sense. But lots of the other bikes here, the Kenya, I don't know how fast this will go with the top box on. It's definitely got a fun sound to it. I'll tell you what is aching, my shoulders. Yes, comparing bikes, the Aprilia, I love it. And that's it. Is she going to race me? Sounds really well, actually. I'll tell you what, these gloves I have got are doing a very good job, because it must be -12 or something out here. Has it got a temp gauge on it? No. Wouldn't have an external temperature monitor. Oh! Cold balls. Oh, got another gear. Oh, got another gear. Oh, another gear. Bloody hell, gear am I in? Let's race this cow. Let's not. I like it. It sounds really cool, actually. For a standard bike, I don't know if this is a standard exhaust, but it does sound really like raspy and fun. Makes you want to be naughty on it. Am I bonding with this bike? Am I starting to enjoy it and having visions of the future, of things I can do? Am I bonding with a sit-up bike? Well. Okay, right. We're not far from home now. I'm going to sign off, and we'll show you this bike on a later date.